Hello! Welcome to Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
I am Jamie.
I have friends, believe it or not.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We're here to talk about season 45, episode number 2, Brought a Bazooka to a Tea Party.
I've done that before.
Who said that? Jake?
No, Emily said it when she was talking to
that's
Caleb.
Right, Emily. Yeah. That's right. She was a little more likable in this episode.
She made an effort, and it's nice to see. It's nice
maybe
to see.
Maybe she's just one of those people that wants to hurt people before they hurt her.
Maybe, or she's just very data driven.
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know, but
she's not a people-y person. Some people are just really bad at peopling until they're really comfortable.
I think she was a lot better. I mean, I thought Caleb did a good job.
Yes, he did. I really like Caleb. Why didn't I put him as my winner's pick? I really like him.
I like Caleb too. His interviews, he seemed like really different than he is in the game. Like he was kind of like, I think my notes were like, he's going to be a great hype man for Survivor because he's just like super hyper and like, man. You know, he's kind of like all over the place.
Yeah.
Seems pretty calm to me.
Yeah. It's like the voice of reason almost.
So I'm getting a bad feeling about Sabaya after this episode.
Maybe. I hope not.
And I'm getting a bad feeling because it was so heavy-handed on the Emily redemption, where at one point I turned to Jay and I was like, are they setting this up so we like Emily when she goes to the final 3? Like, I'm so confused right now.
I was thinking the same thing. I go, can she win it now?
It was so beat you over the top. And I do want to disclaim, I watched the episode. We started it at 6, so I am completely unspoiled. I've read 0 exit press.
Right.
I literally found out who was voted out 22 minutes ago. So
great, fresh in the mind.
I thought I was spoiled because I hadn't watched it yet, and I was watching YouTube. I was on YouTube, and they talked about having to sit out, and you can't. I was like, wait, what? I go.
The Claire sit out rule.
Yeah, see, I didn't. I said, I just saw. Wait, did she get voted out, or did she quit, or what? I said, oh, get up. I said, all right, so let's go watch it. And then I go, oh, yeah. I think that's a fair rule.
It is.
It only hurts you as a competitor if you don't do the challenges.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. And so this new rule, you can't sit out consecutive challenges, which I thought wasn't it a rule at some point beforehand?
It was. It absolutely was.
You couldn't sit out consecutive challenges. Yeah. Okay, so whoever sits out this time can't be the one that sits out. I don't know if that was in the same day. If it was a reward challenge, you couldn't sit out.
Maybe that was what it was. If you said that must have been what it was. But as we all remember from last season, Claire sat out. By the time she got voted out, what was she, the 3rd vote out, 4th vote out? By the time she got voted out, she had never participated in a challenge, kept sitting them out. So hence the Claire rule is born.
And I mean, that's something you go on Survivor, you want to do a challenge. Yeah. I would think. If you're the puzzle guy, you better be the puzzle guy.
I would have done that puzzle tonight in a heartbeat. I love doing puzzles, and I felt for him because obviously when you're nervous, you're shaky, you make mistakes, especially when there's a time limit. Totally get that. But I'm really good at, I'm not really good at a lot of things, but I'm really good at cipher stuff, and I'm really good at puzzle stuff. And they're both because of geocaches.
I felt so bad for him though when he's I felt really bad for him, but also I was in glee when he's like, I've always wanted to do this. I've waited my whole life to do this, and he goes,
I guess I'm gonna have to wait a little longer.
At least he didn't almost drown. I mean, that was.
Yeah, and
if he did it was a shorter ladder. I mean, it was only like one step. I think you had to get up on this.
Yeah. No, I felt badly for him because we've all been there. We've all been the person, and I'm not like making excuses, but we've all been the person that really, really wants to do something. And then you go and you're like so in your own head about it that
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can't control your anxiety and you just make an ass of yourself.
When
But
Caleb said to him, he goes, because he said he did the puzzle, for try to win the immunity. He goes, and you're the puzzle guy.
yeah,
I said, oh, he's gonna go home
I
because
know I kind of had the same thing.
Jeff didn't hold back on the Lulu slamming. He goes,
No,
they're completely at, it's not even, it's between these two teams. These
Yeah.
guys are
What would he say?
done.
Something like
They're frozen in time or something.
yeah, put a frozen again, or
Yeah.
they're-
Something
find
like that.
themselves in a familiar place, dead last.
yeah, he was real hard on them.
He was.
But,
He was.
You think that Emily might have been better at this puzzle, but I guess you couldn't have Brandon in the water.
Yeah, you couldn't do a physical challenge, so
No.
It was the right vote.
Absolutely.
I agree. I felt for him. I think he even knew, he maybe thought he had a chance by playing to their like compassion, like I really want to be here. But at the end of the day, you don't want to go to tribal again. You don't want to test anybody's loyalty.
No,
right?
no, and you want. I mean, again, you see it all the time where tribes. I mean, once in a while, someone gets lucky, but if you get on a tribe that sucks, you start winning those numbers. That just hurt you.
Yeah, and it seems like my theory is that if Sabaya had her vote, I think that Brandon would still be here.
You think so?
Really?
You think she would have pushed for her to go? You think?
Yeah. And I think when she and again, I don't know this, but I think that she really wanted a number 2 like that. That somebody that was going to be loyal to her.
Well, he was a lapdog for her.
Yes, he was. Mm-hmm. So I think that she would have pushed to keep him, and maybe the other 2 would have been like, okay, we don't want to fight it out. But who knows?
But she could have gone to him and said, look, hey, and I don't have a vote, but I think we should keep Brandon and get rid of Emily.
I think we saw that. I think she was trying to, but I think.
But I'm just saying, if she could, even if she had a vote, if she couldn't persuade him to, because I think it was 3-0,
right?
Or 2, was it 2-0? There was only 3 votes, right?
There were 3 votes, so it was 3-0. I don't think anybody
3-0. Yeah, Brandon didn't have a vote, so.
So how many are they on their their 5th day?
Yeah.
So
day 5, right?
So that's day 5 without fire. Like we don't care about Brandon anymore.
Right.
We need fire. He needs to
That's
know.
a great point. That's a great point.
Plus, she couldn't burn her candle until she gets Flint.
What? Someone on Twitter brought out a great point about that candle and saying, was there rules included that you could not throw it in the fire at tribal? Because she should have been all over that.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Got up to the torch. She went, hold on a second, Brandon, before your torch gets there.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Because it does. That's a good point. It doesn't say you have. Does it say? It just says you have to melt it.
Yep, I would ask the producer and be like, "Yo, when I light my torch, can I just slip a little onto this candle?"
Because everyone knows she has it, so I would just walk up there and say, I just would have walked up there and said, "Hey, hold on, Jeff. Okay, go ahead," and then brought the candle back.
And props to those who are creating the games, because as far as these forever long twist goes on the Beware advantages, this season I'm already really impressed with what they're doing. I like the multi-challenge that they have to do in order to get the idol. Like having it in a candle puts you in a position, just like the reading the code on the paper, that you might have to do this in front of other players. So who do you trust? Or do you try to do this all stealthy? It adds a bunch of layers that are not.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it takes a while to melt, I would think.
Yeah. It looks like a pretty solid, chunk of wax.
So yeah, that's a good point. You have to do it in front of. It's not something you can hide.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking just now that it would be, how dramatic would it be if she started burning the candle when tribal council started and only had the certain amount of time until it was time to vote. So by then, you've got the camera shots that are like, candle, how far has it gone down, versus You
Well,
know,
you just go.
time
You
to
go,
vote.
Jeff. I have more I want to talk about. Jeff, I
Yeah,
have more I want to talk because Jeff likes to share time.
Can we stop this so I can go to the bathroom? I mean, it's one of those longer ones.
Yeah. I'll take my candle with me. So.
Well, that would have
You
been
know.
a good one for if you pocketed that. If you let's say you had that along with the advantage that Caleb won. Was Caleb that won it, right? The you can leave and they can't vote you out. You lose your vote, but you don't get voted out for that tribal council that you could leave.
No, it was Drew. Drew got it.
Drew.
That was the
Yeah. So if you had that along with something like this, that gives you the perfect opportunity to go through camp and do anything you want to do. I was thinking about that, like as far as like sabotage goes, it's not just a matter if you are a smart and savvy enough player. It's not just a matter of not having to be at tribal council and not getting voted out. Like I feel like you could really set a few things up at camp.
Hey, I got a question because this is a little spoiler if you don't watch the previews. So
safety without power. That's what it is. Safety.
Yes. Thank you.
Skip ahead about a minute. Go ahead.
Jay thinks that guy Drew looks like Napoleon Dynamite, so I think we might have to refer to him.
That's what I've been saying. I go. He sounds like him too.
He self-described himself as a slimy Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, did he?
Oh, did he?
He sounds like him too. I kept going. Who does that guy sound like? Anyway, skip ahead about a minute because next week there's supposed to be like a raid.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, doesn't it look like Jake?
Can you take
fire?
That's kind of what it looks like.
That's like. Can you take somebody's idol that hasn't been melted yet?
Sure, why not?
Sure,
if you can rate it and
I mean, is that what happens next week? That she loses her idol because they got raided
and they wouldn't even know that it was an idol, unless they read the paper, I suppose.
Right.
Interesting. I don't know. That's an interesting thought.
Because most idols people keep with themselves or they hide them. She needs a match.
Well, and there's no really hiding it because she pretty much told everyone.
There's no. I'm saying there's no reason to hide it. They should just leave it around camp, and then they come and take it. And she's like, "Oh, no, idol." Because she doesn't get a vote until. Well, how would that work? Because she doesn't get a vote until it's melted, right?
Yeah, I mean, at some point she's going to be a fire. But
so what if someone takes the idol because they think it looks cool, and they don't know they have to melt it? Does she get to vote?
We would be the real winners in that situation.
Yeah,
it would be so fun to watch.
I don't know. That would be very interesting.
And that's a cool twist if they could do that because to me that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I do even though we missed Kendra getting to sit in on the tribal, on the first episode.
Kendra. Oh, was it Kendra?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
and who did she say she would vote for? That she casted her vote for?
I didn't see who she would cast it for. I think she said Brandon. I'm sorry. I think that I did hear she said Brandon.
Gotcha.
But so we had her over at that tribe, and then we're having a raid coming up. So I think what we're seeing, which is really interesting, is we've got more time to get to know every single cast member. Like every cast member got a confessional. So we got to meet everybody.
Yeah.
And then now we're going to have these tribes going in and out of other people's camps, other tribes' camps. So it's slightly closer to when we had a large, everybody at one camp situation broken off into separate alliances because they're kind of putting them in each other's camp left and right. So if they continue to do that, I'm going to be really happy. I think I love some of the switches they've made.
I like the idol play now because again, you have to work for it and it's risky. You don't want people knowing you have an idol. And here, I don't know how people, like you said, if you have to light it on, you melt this candle, people are going to know you have an idol. Even though that camp knows she has one. So.
Either that or you've got to go make a sneaky fire someplace.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Austin's advantage. He did the cipher, which is exactly what I thought it was, where it was the bottom half of the letters.
Yeah.
I was very excited to see that.
It's the spacing.
Like, yeah, duh. It's clearly like, you
Who
look
who
at
was
the
who was
letters,
staring
it's
at it
very
like
clearly the top
like
and the
Rain Man
bottom.
when they had the letters
Oh,
going?
it was Jay, Maya,
Mhm.
and Drew, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know this means something.
Really? What do we think about Bruce, Uncle Bruce, crazy Uncle Bruce?
Oh my gosh, what a ham!
He's
I-
a little too much.
But I kind of love it.
He's like he reminds me of Michael Scott.
Yes, he is. He is Delos Michael Scott.
Yeah, I mean he's just I mean he's harmless, but it's just like when he's on the boat. You see me?
Yeah.
You don't see me. That I go, oh my God, Michael Scott, jeez, just just go get your idol.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I love that comparison. It wasn't it weird though that of all the people he name dropped that annoyed Katora was fucking Kane. Sorry, was Kane.
Of all
Sorry.
people, Kane. Like that's a big move. Name dropping Kane. That is a choice.
I know. I would have name dropped. I don't know, like Yam Yam or somebody.
Yeah, right. Like I don't know. Maybe somebody
the winner.
Well, it kills me. He keeps saying how he's a target because he was only on for like a half
2
hour.
commercials. Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
I mean, not to. I mean, he's longer than I was, but it's just. Is that really that big a deal that he was on for? It's not like he played a whole season
Yeah,
and made it to the final 3 and got
then,
some
yeah.
votes. I mean, are people really going to vote against him because he has experience?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
knocked
and
himself out.
At
and
this
had to
point,
leave.
he's on the same playing field as everybody else. I mean,
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't get why people would be. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he's a physical threat. He seems to be very handy around camp.
Yeah.
It makes people like him. So I can understand how.
Well, not everybody likes him.
Well, not everybody, obviously. I can understand how Katora could be annoyed by him because they clearly don't have the same. They're not on the same wavelength of humor, and I totally get that. That's fine. Not we're all not going to.
She's Angela.
Oh.
Pretty close.
Well,
It's pretty close.
We've got Zach in here.
Trouble.
Hey, buddy, I need you to go back upstairs, okay?
Hey, Papa, nice house again.
Thank you.
Yep.
You can see it tomorrow when you come over.
I can't believe.
Can you please go? Thank you.
Quack.
We're not going into this again. Sorry about that. Okay. So, Uncle Bruce.
Yeah, I think I picked him. Didn't I pick him final 3 or?
I think so.
I think so. I have. Hold on. I have your picks up here.
I do believe you did.
But see, someone
Bruce,
like that could also
final 3.
can also can drive everyone crazy eventually. It's just okay. All right, I get it. Okay, because it's 24 hours a day.
Sure.
You only have so many jokes in your your computer up here. So it's like okay, you're starting to wear thin on me.
Yeah, and the hungrier they get, they're all.
Someone need a pencil?
Wait till they've lost a couple things. And
Yeah, when you're winning,
they-
everybody's happy. But it's like
Yeah, everyone's a family, loyal to the end.
we love you so much. It's been 5 days. You're gonna get back, and you're not gonna even talk to the person unless you have some kind of reunion or.
I don't know. Bruce was on the show for 3 hours, and he still talks to. He was on the beach for 3 hours, and he still talks to Kane.
Well,
They're like this.
he's lucky.
That Kane's a great guy.
Yeah. Raising Kane.
Hey.
All right. So
Does Kane does Kane talk back?
I don't know.
Absolutely.
But do we think
if you
Bruce
know
was,
Kane like I know Kane?
yeah, probably. Do we think that Bruce was smart to not play the puzzle thing?
Especially if he's not good at puzzles.
Absolutely.
But he's got to know that he's on the dominant tribe. I mean, what does it matter if you lose your vote for a couple rounds if your tribe is going to continue to win?
You never want to lose. You never want to lose your vote.
I know. guess hindsight. But yeah, no, it was smart to know his strengths and weaknesses.
I thought Brandon was going to play. I said, okay, Brandon, you're playing smart. Don't, because he kept going, I stress out. I do that. I said, okay, don't play it. I figured what's the other guy? I forgot his name already. Drew. I knew he'd ace it.
Very nerdy.
He's just very smart. I mean, he's just extremely smart. So
I think we're missing an important thing here with Brandon is that just earlier he found a beware advantage and didn't want to lose his vote.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
He couldn't open it, but then he jumped over to this puzzle and he's like, I've got to do it and lose my vote.
I know.
He's like the guy. He's like the guy in Stripes that said I don't know if you guys seen Stripes, but they're sitting around asking why you joined the army and stuff like that. He goes, I thought I better join before I got drafted. And they go, there is no draft anymore. Oh, but there was. That's your Brandon. I don't want to lose my vote.
That's the energy. That's the energy he's bringing.
He did. I watched a couple of his exit interviews. I do have to say he has probably the best attitude of anyone ever voted off in this show's entirety. Like he's been so great about it. But he did post a tweet today that I felt like I wanted to share because it's amazing. It says, on Survivor 47, I am coming back as a beware advantage. If you open me, I automatically join your tribe and I try my best in every challenge. Until you find the idol, I am playing and I am giving it my all.
So it's a punishment idol.
Yes.
Yes, the beware.
That is pretty funny. He had like said, he wasn't talking about quitting today. He wanted to keep playing.
Yeah,
he just couldn't do the puzzles. I mean,
I think his anxiety just got to him. He could not get it under control, and I get that as somebody who has anxiety. I understand that completely.
Do you think it hurt him that he didn't do the puzzle in 3 minutes and then he had to go do another puzzle? It was probably in his head.
Oh, 100%. I do.
I mean,
I think once he then admitted, maybe I'm not a puzzle person, and Sabaya just turned to him at Tribal and she was like, then what are you? Like you said, you told us you were. Like I don't get it.
Guy with anxiety and scoliosis.
Yeah.
And heartburn.
Yeah, if you're gonna volunteer to do the puzzles, you gotta at least be competitive. I mean, you're just putting a target on your back that.
Well, let's give don't say things like I'm just throwing everything at the wall here. And even us at home could tell that he was putting the puzzle pieces in upside down. I mean, the branches only go a certain way.
I go, you just have to look at. I do how like Jeff said, this is a different one. Nobody's seen it before.
That was because Carson 3D printed every puzzle ever, and so I guess this is kind of like the Carson rule.
Yeah, they're gonna have to keep switching it up, which is smart. I mean, how hard is it to make a new puzzle?
Yeah. Right. Sherry in the chat says, Brandon, I couldn't find my mouse. Brandon definitely threw himself under the bus at Tribal. You're right, Colleen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, unintentionally threw himself under the bus.
Well, unluckily for him, Emily Caleb went to Emily and said, I mean, maybe Caleb realized that, hey, we can't win this with Brandon.
Oh, I think 100%.
And I think he said, I got to get Emily on board. Yep. So in case we lose another challenge, because we can't win he can't do the swimming challenges. He can't, I mean, what's he going to do? He can't do the physical challenges. And then again, if you're terrible at the puzzles,
he can be the water boy.
Yeah.
Jeff's the water boy. It's a good things to aim for. Success.
But anyway, I did feel bad for him. He did have at least he got to go on the show he loved.
Yeah.
He just wasn't cut out for. He needed to be on a stronger tribe.
Yes,
that's a really great point. If he would have had a stronger tribe altogether, he absolutely could have been picked up and drugged to the end. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen that.
No, because I think he is also, you could tell he from day 1 to day 5, he was gaining a little bit of confidence in himself as far as being out there.
Feeling more comfortable out there.
Right, comfortable. He just wasn't, he said it's just like in the challenges, you're like going, he could have sat at least once if he was on a good tribe, you know.
Oh, exactly. Poor Brandon. Brandon is why the term bless their heart. exists.
Does he ever come back on the show?
Probably not. But he did it, and good for him.
Yeah.
He was really funny when he was talking to himself, trying to do the puzzle on the island. Where, it's like, nope.
When he was saying, "I know I can find the idol. I know I can find that. I'm good at that." I guess it's just check under your pillow. It's probably just sitting under your pillow.
Exactly. Let's talk real quick about Caleb. So whereas I feel like we might not have gotten a tinge of yes, before we move on from the challenge, the Kendra's fall, DM Rocks in the chat says that fall Kendra did look like it hurt. All of us, four of us in this house, we audibly gasped when she fell. It looked like it hurt so bad.
Yeah, I don't even like thinking about it. It was horrible.
No. But okay, getting back to Caleb, I think that while we got a tinge of a little negative bit from Sabaya, although we got plenty of positive as well, where she's pointing out, but it's never a good sign, I think, when somebody gives a confessional to be like, I don't have a vote, but I think I'm the leader of this tribe. It's like, I don't know about that. Maybe you are, but that's not a good thing. I don't know. But we had Caleb just had this glowing moment where he was mentoring Emily. And I really hope that means Caleb is going really far in the game. And we're going to see more of him because he's just a fantastic player and seems like a great human being.
Well, again, it's a smart.
I loved it. I thought it was an excellent thing. Yeah. Make the bond. Get somebody that's. Exactly. I mean, that's one way to really have the loyalty. If she is aware that she's cutting people off left and right, but she's not able to control it yet, the first person that comes to her and says, "Hey, I'm willing to work with you. You have these issues, but I think we could manage that together. And I see through that, and I see you as a person." The first person that was able to do that, I think, bought loyalty from her for the long haul. We'll see.
And she did change. Change somewhat. I mean, she did change.
Yeah, and credit to her. She was awful last week. She was beach Karen.
And she was trying so hard. You could see during tribal, somebody had posted a slow-mo reel of in tribal. Somebody had said something and she turned and she looked at them and then she laughed. And then in slow-mo, you see 50 different emotions go across her face. And it's you can actually see her go, contain it.
She says she struggles with it. I mean, it's just, she's just a matter-of-fact person and just boom, boom. But I think if she can survive to the merge, I think she could go to the final three just because. And who knows? Does she win it? I mean, it's just crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. She kind of comes across as somebody who has the tenacity to not let go. If she's an individual, she makes it as far to do individual challenges. I think we could see her standing up.
She's incredibly smart because when who was it? You've said it 10 times a day. Sabaya came over and said, "Hey, we're working as teams." Oh, you just don't want me to find the idol.
Yeah,
I know what this is.
I mean, that's not how you play Survivor. You say,
right.
Sure, yeah, let's
baby steps. She came a long way with those baby steps.
But I was like, wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then what's the other guy in the tribe? His
Sean.
He said, "I respect." I already forgot the quitter's name.
I respect that Emily.
Emily, not Emily.
Making an effort, right?
No, that he was respected. Who quit last week?
Hannah.
Hannah. He goes, "I respect what Hannah did." How could you respect what that was a stupid comment. Sorry, Sean, but that was dumb. I would have had trouble keeping my mouth shut on that one. I might have been Emily on that one. Really, Sean? Yeah. Really? You respect a quitter?
Well, not only just a quit. It's not just a quit. It's the fact that if they were able to have got rid of Brandon last week, there's a pretty good chance they'd have fire and be eating this week.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's not made for
but
everybody.
Hannah didn't want to be there, and if she wasn't voted out, there's a good chance she would have quit, and then they would have been down more people.
Yeah, that's what we said last week. They had to vote her. They had to let her quit because they couldn't.
Yeah. And then, real quick, what did you guys think about V's very long big toe?
That was freakish.
I was not.
I thought she was talking about
that.
I thought she was talking about the toe next to the big toe because I have that.
Oh, the Morton's toe. Morton's toe. When your second toe is
bigger. It's longer than the other one. But
yeah, Zachary has that too.
I go, that is freakish. That's like, it's almost like they put a thumb on there.
It did. I was like, oh my God, she got like a man's toe on her little lady feet.
She's got man's feet.
Well, we had a great moment of that in our house because
genetics are weird, man.
Our oldest, his nickname is D. We all call him D, and he too has the freak toe.
Really?
We laugh about it all the time because we're like, well, if it wasn't for that toe, you would be down a size in shoes. It's
exactly.
Like it's a whole
she must have trouble.
Size.
I mean, I don't know if she wears high heels, but how would you wear high heels with that big massive toe taking up the whole? I mean, it would. Your other toes are just going to be flying all over the place because they don't have any.
Gotta throw
support,
some cotton balls in there.
Wouldn't your shoes be? Because it was like this compared to the toe next to it.
I know enough that it would probably hurt. It would probably be incredibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But hey, she's learned to use it as a weapon. I've seen
that's good. That's good. She's safe.
She can pinch people with it, break free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the Reba tribe. We haven't really gotten a whole lot of that tribe just because I guess they keep winning and Bruce is such a big character on Bello that clearly there's going to be something that bubbles up there with all that. But I'm sorry, with the Reba tribe, we have the beginning of with the Bello tribe, we have a little beginning of something that might be brewing, where Drew has an alliance now with Austin, who's going to be the Steven to his he's going to be the Steven to Austin's JT.
Yep.
Which I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but
it's not. I mean, it's not a compliment. So, but
and then
JT did win.
Yeah, we have Jake and Bruce that are a pair, and then we have what's her name, Kendra, and I'm blanking on the other one.
Kelly?
Well, Kelly and Drew are. I'm sorry, Kelly and Brando are
in all of them, right?
Kelly and Brando are in the middle.
Yes.
So the other girl, who I'm blanking on her name right now, but
I'd like to see Kendra, not Kendra. Kendra. Who's the?
Katora is the one that doesn't. Oh, so it must be Katora and Kendra. Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
So is Kendra the?
She's the astrology girl.
Astrology.
Yes.
That the one that took the. Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, man, I almost didn't get up from that one.
Did your horoscope tell you that was going to happen? No.
Yeah. But I'd like to see her and Emily together because she seems like she's not a person.
Oh, she seems like she would drive Emily insane.
Yeah. especially with the astrology stuff. So they both got to make the merge just so we can see that. That'd be good TV. I
would love to see her be like, Emily, what's your sign? And then Emily would be like, I'm a Virgo. No, they're all Virgos. Is it Gemini? I don't know what the signs are supposed. I know the signs. I don't know what their traits are. Is it Gemini that has like two sides to a coin, or I don't know. Whatever.
I don't remember.
Leo season is like chaos, right? And then Virgo season is like chill and cool. Do I have that right?
Leo is cool.
That sounds about right.
Leo's the lion, though.
Boss town.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Anything else to talk about as far as the game? I think we're all on the same page here that it was Bruce. Brandon was the right choice.
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't even. Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Good choice.
Oh, and we got the opening back. We got the last time on Survivor is back, and the full character opening, which is so exciting. And I didn't know how much I missed it.
Fill that hour and 4 minutes.
Yeah, now they have the time. So it was one of the first.
That's how much it is.
It was cool to see the opening credits back.
Yes, it felt like it. It's like, okay, now the show's starting to feel comfortable again. Like this is part of it, And the seeing the last time on Survivor, like getting that little quick dip back to the previous episode. That was one of the first things that got cut when they started like limiting the time and shortened the game, and they started limiting their time, like on air time. And it was something that I guess Jeff was talking about on his podcast last year that wasn't initially part of the original script. It wasn't something they were going to originally do, and they kind of just threw it in last minute. So the fact that carried on for, 30 some seasons before it got cut. And now we get it back anyway. And it feels great to have it back. And it's just,
I like it because you forget who, I mean, especially now because they don't have everyone gets, it's just after that final tribal, they have announce the winner there.
Yep.
Where you don't get, I forget who half the people who are on Survivor. It's like, oh, I forgot they were on there. I forgot they were on there.
Oh, man.
Because we don't have the walk of shame anymore either, where they.
Well, that's all right. we don't need that ever again. That's silly.
Yeah,
it's horrible, actually.
What's that called again? Echoes, shadows.
I call it walk of shame. I don't know.
Somebody out there remind me what it is.
Matt Treese is Matt Treese in the.
I know Matt's not here to tell us. Yeah. Anyway, Sherry points out, I hope they have Ponderosa. I do too. I miss Ponderosa.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll go back to that because allegedly things went down 2 seasons ago, right? 3 seasons ago, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, but up before that was fine. So why don't we just go back to it? Jeez.
I know, I do miss that. But okay, any last thoughts on this before we move into the tally the votes?
No.
Okay. Well, I have forgotten to do this the past 2 weeks, so right here we're gonna slip a quick commercial break in, and right here. Okay, we're back. That was a very quick break. I know. Thank you. Let me share my screen over here, and spoiler alert: we all had Brandon going home. So everybody gets a point for that.
I didn't gain anything, or geez, it sucks.
Yes. So Brandon's gone. I had merge. You guys had pre-merge. So
you do gain a point. Yeah.
Yes. So I get 1 point. You guys have 2 points. Oops, sorry about that. I can't type. You both have 2 points. So there we go.
So we're tied at 2.
Actually, you guys have 2.5 points, don't you?
I don't know. Why do we have a 0.5? What's the 0.5?
Didn't we have the 0.5 if you I don't remember. Whatever, it's fine. Whatever. Okay.
Whatever.
We do not have any feedback, so that's why I'm skipping that part.
What?
I don't know. SurvivorJJC@gmail.com.
And we even recorded on Thursday. Thanks, people. Thanks for caring.
Yeah, seriously. All right. Who do you think's going home next week? Hey, here's our previous. Speaking of Kane, Jamie and I both thought he was going home. Episode 3 last season.
Well, look at he really is popular this week.
I'm going with Astrology Girl.
Oh, Kendra.
Oh,
So you think that team is going to lose, the blue team?
I think they're going to lose.
All right.
Okay.
Jamie, any thoughts?
You know what? I'm just going to join Jack over at that blue team, and I'm going to say that Jake's going to be out. He looks like he's going to have a bad ouchie.
He does look like he's going to
have. He has good insurance, though.
I honestly have no idea. I have no idea.
Just shoot for the stars. Just throw a dart at it.
Let me swap over here real quick. So you guys are thinking blue goes home. How about that real quick? How about that challenge? Like they won by a split second. That was kind of nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, neck and neck.
Let's see.
Not Lulu though.
I always do enjoy
they have
watching
like 4 pieces.
Yeah. I enjoy
All right.
watching that big jump when they have to hit that, that plate or whatever, because like it's 75% chance you're doing a belly flop. Period.
I like when they miss.
Yes.
And they have to go back and climb back up again.
All right. So you guys think blue? I'll be a little different. I'll go with the red team. I'll go with the red team, Reba. And as far as Reba goes, wait, Drew is on Reba? Wait, I'm confused. Drew is on. So then, whoever Drew has the alliance. Who has the alliance with Austin? That's all Reba? I'm like, oh yeah, okay. All right, I am where I am. I'm gonna guess Drew, and I think it's gonna be Drew because I think that now that he has that advantage and everybody knows about it, I think that they're gonna target him.
Plus, big toes after him.
Yeah.
And plus, you did get that speech about how he's like, the king. He's the sneaky king that's forming there. So
I go, dude,
man.
it's day 5. Come on.
Yeah, nobody's a king.
Except for Kane, of course.
Except for King Kane. But okay, yeah, I'll go with that. All right. Any last thoughts? I guess just if it helps, Jack had Drew to be pre-merge. Jamie and I had him making the merge. So if he goes out next week, Jack, you still get a point, even though you didn't pick him.
All right.
And then who did you guys pick? I've already forgotten. Jake.
I picked Jake. Yeah, Jake.
Oh, you picked Jake?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did. Okay. Jake, as far as Jake goes, he was in Jack's final 3. I had merged. Jamie had pre-merged. So if he goes, Jamie, you get all the points next week.
Listen, Jake, I'm not hoping that you hurt yourself really bad, but I'm also kind of hoping you hurt yourself really bad. Wow. I need the points early or I'm going to die at the end. It's a fact.
Wow.
And
maybe
then as
Jake
far as
dies at the end.
As far as Kendra goes, I had merge and you 2 had pre-merge. So Jack, if Kendra goes next week, you get all the points.
Ooh.
So, and of course, when neither of them, none of our 3 picks go, nobody gets any points.
As it should
be.
That's no fun.
Yeah,
well, the way.
So next week, are we recording on Wednesday or on Thursday?
Well, Thursday, Zach has a game.
Oh, Zach has his last game Thursday.
His game.
Play
hard, Zach.
He will play as he plays, which is neither hard.
However,
he scored from first base yesterday.
He did score from first base.
Awesome.
We were screaming. We were like, Zachary, you gotta run.
Yes. So we're gonna do it Wednesday after the episode.
I gotta watch it live.
You gotta watch it live. So figure a couple of minutes after the episode ends, I'm gonna try to have everything set up, be ready downstairs to start as close to 9:30 as possible. So we'll be doing that, and then the following week, I think we're gonna have to do one on Thursday because I'm gonna be in New York on Wednesday, but I'm coming back the morning on Thursday, and it'll just be easier to do it on Thursday for me.
Okay.
So there we go. We've got that all worked out.
We've got it figured out. Hopefully everybody will join us.
Yes. All right. Well, on that note, everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for listening. If you have any feedback on what we talked about, SurvivorJJC@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
It really doesn't take that long to give feedback. That's okay.
It does not. You can even voice record yourself and send it an email if you don't want to type. That works too. I can play that. I know how to play that now. But okay, on that note, everyone, thank you again. We'll talk to you next week. I'm liking this season so far. 2 episodes in, but it's not hurting to watch. So there we go. All right. On that note, my name is Colleen.
I am
and
Jane.
we'd like to thank our patrons.
Oh, shoot. We do want to thank the patrons, especially the patrons that contribute a certain level. And that would be Eckhart, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with a Plan, and Ed the Creepy Poopy Head Mailman. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like to become a patron, you can go to patreon.com/JayandJack. If you become a patron, it helps all the shows on the network we have currently going on. This show, the Ramblecast After Dark, featuring Jack. The broadcast of the Man of Shandy and Colleen, featuring me. Owen and Bruce Barbecue. They are wrapping up, I believe, very shortly. They are going to be doing an episode on Ahsoka.
That's why we're recording at 10 tonight.
I know. So if you want, go check them out. They've got their feed is Owen and Bruce Barbecue, and Amazing Race is also happening. So lots of shows going on right now.
Lots of shows, and we're still looking for our first $1 million patron. So if you want to donate $1 million,
if you want to donate $1 million, we won't even make you do it monthly. You could just drop it once. It's fine.
No, I was kind of hoping monthly, but that's okay.
I don't want to get too greedy here.
But you have to name the podcast you listen to, and only they get it.
Boo. Boo. I don't like that at all. That's not being a team player.
It's called greed. I figured I'm on 3 of them. I got a good chance, right?
Everybody pick the broadcast. No, just kidding. I mean, if you want to, please, by all means. All right. We're getting out of here. No, they do not. Amanda she just got married. She had to pay for a wedding. Come on. She has 2 young cats at home that she has to feed.
Adorable kitties. Need a life of luxury too.
Exactly. Okay. Anyway, thank you. God, we gotta land this plane because now I can't stop laughing. My name is Colleen.
I'm still Jamie.
Still Jack.
Peace out. Bye.